Hello peoples, this is BetaNights, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we finally opened up the Lanayru Mining Facility. And what a grand opening that was. Despite how, actually, I thought when I first played this game, to be honest, I thought this thing was going to open up. I'll set this for the look around so it doesn't always beep. But I always thought this thing would open up and it would be kind of like a staircase going down or some sort of mechanism like that. But no, it opened up this massive structure over here, which does make more sense for a temple, or a dungeon I should say. It's not really a proper temple. But yeah, and how these torches were lit, I have no idea, but oh, here we go. Yeah, look at that. And again, he just knows. There's gonna be a trial ahead, guys. I really think that was a cool addition to the game overall. I mean, there never really was anything. I mean, sure, it's like obviously you went into temples and dungeons and you went into the entrances, but it's like it never had like that cutscene that like allows you to feel like, okay, we're entering something awesome here. And yeah, so I really think that was a cool addition, and as you can see, we're thrust into this place, and other than the machinery here, and even to an extent the machinery, I don't know why I always talk to these, I don't have to activate these ones. It kind of reminds me of the Arbiter's Grounds of Twilight Princess. Most of this dungeon does, in fact. Well, I guess I might as well show you guys, but now, these things, oh, hello. These things don't really have anything in them. I mean, look, that one has two more of them. Those things were, I forgot what these little guys are called. Well, actually, might as well check it. Araka. Live for 1,000 years, during which time it's continually growing. Yeah, they are often found in swarms, as you'll see many times during this dungeon. Now, to be honest, I'm gonna put this as a, well, I won't really say a challenge to myself, because it may be unavoidable at times. But yeah, I'm gonna try and kill as few of those little guys as possible, because, yeah, honestly guys, I think they're pretty damn cute. I mean, compared to some enemies in this game. But that's just me. Let's see. Let's get rid of this guy. I don't know why I wasted a bomb on him, because there are other ways I could have gone about it. But as you can see, there is sink sand ever present in this temple, or in this place as well. Oh, and I tired myself out. And jump up. And there's also a bunch of switches like this left in this temple. But I love the music in here. It definitely reminds... Oh, jeez. Hello, guys. That's what I get for going after a green ruby. Ooh, barely made it. I don't know, this music reminds me of something, but I can't really... Oh, I know what it is. Wait, listen. You guys hear that, like, kind of part in the background? It's like behind that deeper part that you hear the... Well, basically that part, I just realized what it reminds me of, and what actually made me recognize it in general was that the music from the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time actually does a very similar thing. Okay, guys, now these guys right here, you can probably feel safe using your using the Skyward Strike on them, because unlike the stupid Ampli, I keep telling myself I'm gonna call them Ampli, because unlike them, they actually die in 2 hits from it, so it saves you the hassle of having to use your bombs and waste what few bombs you have. Anyway, make your way across this, and again, it seems to be a good idea to kind of span out your runs if you need to. I don't believe it's necessary. I don't think they make it necessary for any of these runs to require you to span it out like that. Because it'd be kind of stupid, because not many people would be able to figure this out. But, I don't know. Anyway, after all that, we finally get to exit the very first room of the dungeon. Took me long enough. Now, I really don't know what to talk about in a lot of this. Well, first, looks like we got some more nostalgias here. Hello. I want to see if I can get them as they were moving across. So normally for these, like before, you have to wait for them to kind of reach that formation like that. And I have to admit, compared to most enemies, these guys have a pretty gruesome way of dying. I mean, in a way, you're beheading them. You're not really beheading them exactly, but I mean, you're like shattering their heads, which in a way, I guess that could be considered worse. I mean, I know their heads are just bones, but I mean, when I think of gruesome, or just not very kind endings to some enemies in this game. Oh, get away from them. Ah. Oh, get off. No! Oh, I didn't want to kill him. Dude, look at them. When you knock them out of their back, they just seem... Oh. Yeah, I was hoping I could make that. But... Nope. Run, Link. Parkour. Parkour. I don't know. They just seem so cute and innocent. It's like they're little babies. I don't want to kill little babies. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna try and get this done in this whole temple done in as few episodes as I can. I'm gonna say now, when I first entered here, when I first played through here on my first playthrough, yeah, that wasn't redundant. I got so lost in this place. Well, I wouldn't really say lost. It just took me a while to figure some things out, because this place is pretty big. And see this room we're in now, guys? Get used to it. You're gonna be seeing it a lot. Well, I can't really say that because you're not really seeing it a lot. You're seeing it many times from different perspectives and different areas of it. Like, basically, this is one big hub room, and this is the center of the dungeon right here. And we're going to be coming back here through different doorways, like, probably like 4 or 5 times. All in different areas each time. Anyway, use your beetle to carry the bomb, get rid of those crates here so you can actually make this jump. And we got a chest right here. You got the thing. That was a little early, but whatever. We got the small key. And we got some keys. And these are actually new keys, guys. I didn't actually let it show that, but those keys, once they home in on you and when they get into that kind of mode, like we're about to attack you. Once they get into that mode, they actually electrify themselves. So yeah, a new type of keys. There's been ice keys and fire keys. Normal keys and fire keys have been in like every single game that has keys, just about. But electric keys, I believe this is the first game that they've had that, especially since it's the first one to really implement electricity so well. So yeah, this game kind of trolls you, thinking, oh, you got a key, you must do something in that room. Well, there's a ladder up there by the chest, there's all the other parts of the room. You actually can't continue any more in that room. You're supposed to come back here and open this gate. Took me a few minutes to figure that out in the first one, not too long, but... yeah, I'm telling you, there's some parts of this that just really messed me up. What the hell is that thing? Anyway, in here, some more broken down stuff, which, seeing that there's all this kind of... and he still hit me. Seeing how there's all this kind of broken down stuff in here, I mean, think about it. That should kind of clue you in on what some of the things are that we're going to be seeing here. Oh, hello, little guys. Now, this right here, guys, not the little rock, not the little cute dude. This right here was one of the first confusing things that happened for me in the game. That right there, does that look climbable? No, that looks like it's some barbed thing. That just looks too spiky. It looked like some... I think the first time I played, if I remember correctly, that completely stumped me because I thought that it was something like this, like these spikes right here. I thought it was something like that where I wouldn't be able to climb up it because it would just hurt me. Oh. Okay, never mind. We're not going up that way. But I don't know what it was. That just really got me. Anyway, okay, looks like... okay, go down before the Chicha gets you. That's why... wait, am I going the right way? I think I'm forgetting some already. Oh. Yes, fall off. Oh, okay, now I remember. I knew we had to go up that way. I was going the right direction. I just kind of took it in the wrong order. Anyway, guys, take your beetle here. Probably would have been better if I took it closer, but kind of get this angle so you don't just run into the wall right there. And just like that other room, I'll launch that down. And get used to this, because the beetle actually gets some pretty nice use in this dungeon. Not that it doesn't in any other dungeons. The beetle actually is one of your most used items in this entire game, among a few others, but I mean, this thing continues to have its awesome uses, especially in this dungeon. I mean, there's a dungeon later on that has an item that I wouldn't say replaces it. It has like slightly more efficient use for things like what I'm doing now, but you'll see that later. It has nothing to do with right now. But don't worry, the beetle is basically the one item you're going to be using for like every dungeon in the game. That's a cool thing. There's some items, that was right the first time. They're just kind of like, use it here and there, like the slingshot is one of those. But then there's ones like the beetle, which you're using freaking practically throughout. It's like the bombs in the other Zelda games, you always use them. Anyway, one good thing, actually, I was watching NCS's thing of this just to make sure I didn't get lost in here for you guys. But let's say you wanted to shoot the beetle this way, towards that thing. Bring out the beetle, he points it that way. Bring out the beetle, he points it that way. That way? Now he points it right. That's one weird thing. It doesn't point it in the direction you're facing, it points it with the camera. Which really, I think they could have done better with that. I mean, having it go towards where Link is facing would be a little more efficient, because people pay... did I just slice him open with the... I just sliced him open with the stab. Okay, that totally made sense. But yeah, I think it would have been better, since I think most people would probably prefer it if it was like, if I was trying to do something over that way, I wouldn't be facing myself this way first. So yeah, one little oversight, but not too big of a deal. It comes up a few times. Whoa. Now these guys, if you haven't realized yet, are this game's iterations of BMOS. Yeah, you know those annoying eyeball robot things? Shoot the beams that follow after you, usually have to bomb their faces. Well, this, instead of bombing their faces, or in this case, bombing their eyes, in this game, rather, you just slice, bring their head down to your point, and then stab in the eye. Again, a little more gruesome, but not too bad, not too bad. Oh, jeez, I saw that coming. God, that... Oh, come on, no fair. I couldn't see where the ore was. I wonder... Wait, they said this place was for time shift stones. I wonder if these things are just like unhauled time shift stones or something like that. Anyway, just alternate, grab the stamina fruit when it's there. Actually, I think I'm supposed to be heading up that way first. Yeah. But God, that sound that Link made when he hit the electricity, that kind of almost like voice cracking sound right there. Oh my God. Oh yeah, that's a doorway, just what I thought. Just making sure. Oh my God, it just sounded so pained. God, look at this. It's like, come on. That's sorry, that strained my throat. Boy. No, you don't. No, you don't. God, I mean, look how hard it is to run up this treadmill. I mean, this would be like the perfect workout right here, just like running on these treadmills, because these things you have to like run full force. And that opens that door. And I believe that was the one closer to us. Not the one over there, because that, I believe, too, is a doorway, right? No, it's not. I gotta head back over there. I knew I had something wrong. And just casually go back down here. Now they did so many things well in this game. I mean, some of the gameplay isn't as good, or I wouldn't say the gameplay, but some of the gameplay mechanics or little things about it, such as the whole camera shooting off where the camera is facing, not where you're facing thing. Little oversights like that happen here and there. But of course, the game's never going to be perfect, so people shouldn't just flame an entire game for little things like that. But okay, yeah, it was a little chest here. I knew there was something up here. It's just the doorways in this area look kind of like that. But anyway, but yeah, there's just so many good details in this game. Just like on the facial expressions alone, I have to commend them alone for that. I mean, they did a real good job there. It's like the sounds Link makes, the voice acting for Link, and yeah, I could say voice acting for Link, even though that's kind of a weird thing to say. I don't know, I just really think they did a good job with that, guys. Anyway, I love how the music changes, like, between the future thing and the 1,000 years in the past where we are right, or in the, no, this is the future. 1,000 years in the past is the more brightly colored version, which is kind of strange. You usually see it the other way around. I see some Iraqs waiting for me over there. I love how they did that. See, that's exactly what I mean. Little details. Just little things like that. Like the way Link stands, his facial expressions during cutscenes, which that I'll get to later. Oh my god, there's one I really want to point out. Just those little tiny things. It's just so awesome. Anyway, so ranting. I'm gonna be going through this entire dungeon in one run, guys. I'm letting you know that now. But I'm still gonna try and keep my eye on the clock so I can kind of cut this off from time to time. Hopefully we get this done in like 4 or 5 episodes. Yeah, I say 4 or 5 because this is a longer dungeon, trust me. Or at least it feels that way to me. So anyway, guys, this has been BetaNights and Maxi. Yeah, she's sitting up there on my monitor. For Let's Play Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the next episode, we continue farther into the dungeon and figure out why there are a bunch of blowfish around this area. Why are there blowfish in a desert? I have no idea. But we'll find out then. Catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.